look, it's not bad. It's not a bad steering wheel. I just don't love it. So this has a like cheap Amazon wrap on it, trim wrap, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, dude, it feels terrible. Like it feels absolutely horrible. Obviously you could take the wrap off and then it would just be a stock steering wheel. I'm assuming that if this wrap is on here, maybe the leather isn't in the best condition, but I'm gonna show you guys an affordable and cheap way to upgrade this steering wheel without having to do too much work. Bam, dude. Carbon, Alcantara, M stitching, super clean setup, and it's not too expensive. What is happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today we are installing the steering wheel from Souvenir. So this is by the guys over at Souvenir Motorsports. This is gonna be a more affordable option for a lot of you guys who are looking to upgrade your M Sport steering wheel and your F30s, or F Series BMWs, I should say. Now, as you guys know, I usually do custom steering wheels, and I am still doing a custom steering wheel for this car, but I also wanted to give you guys an option that is a little bit more affordable, because not everybody wants to go that route. And if you're one of those people, then this is a good option for you. So while my customized nice steering wheel is being made by the guys over at Aza Auto Wheel, we're gonna take this Souvenir one and install it. Now I'm gonna show you guys how to install it. It's pretty easy. We've done a couple of steering wheel installs on this channel, but let's get right into it. First, just looking at the wheel, it looks awesome, man. It's got the M stitching, nice Alcantara. You can also get leather here if you want, and then it's got gloss carbon going around it. So in order to do this, we're gonna have to take the airbag out, which is a lot easier on the M Sport steering wheels than the base ones. There's already holes there. It's a little bit easier to guide in and get those springs to pop out the airbag. But before we do that, make sure you guys disconnect the negative terminal on your battery. In the back, it is a 10mm. Do that, lay a cloth underneath it, keep your trunk open, don't close it. So we're gonna go ahead and take this airbag out. Let's go ahead and get a screwdriver. I think we'll try this one. If this one doesn't work, we can try one of these guys, but I'm pretty sure that the Phillips head will work fine for us. All right, so before you do anything, make sure that your steering wheel is dead center before you like disconnect the battery and all that. You wanna make sure that it's perfectly aligned, so when you put on the new one, it's also perfectly aligned. So on the underside of the steering wheel, you're gonna see two holes. One there, and then one there. And the idea is to insert that screwdriver, hit the spring, and that's gonna lift up one side, and then we'll put it in the other side here. There we go. All right, so it should be pretty simple. If you guys don't have the M Sport wheel, it's a little bit more difficult, unfortunately, or like on the Supra, it's a little bit more difficult. M Sport wheels are a breeze. So in the back of here, you're gonna see a couple of plugs. Undo those. We're actually gonna leave these two in and just unplug it directly from the steering column. One plug in here. This one right there. All right, next we have two other plugs. We have one right here and one right here. Let's go ahead and get those out. All right, next we gotta get this guy out. I believe it's a 16mm. I'm gonna use an impact. Hopefully that will bring it out. If not, you're gonna need like a breaker bar, but most of the time I can get it off with an impact. All right, so now it's time to dismantle this guy. We gotta transfer all this stuff over to here. It's just a few things we gotta take apart. There's a couple of T torque screws in here. Can't remember what size they are, but I'll figure it out. See them kind of riddled all the way around here. And then we need to remove this trim piece right here. I have to take out that Torx under there. It's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, you'll see where everything is being held in. All of this needs to be transferred over. So the best way to do it is just remember what you are taking off, remember how you are taking it off, and then slowly transfer all the stuff over. So this one's completely disassembled. Took about 10-15 minutes. And one thing to note, you will lose heat if you have a heated steering wheel. I'm in North Carolina, doesn't really bother me too much. But for some of you guys, that might be a deal breaker. So what I was kind of doing when I was taking everything off is sort of just laying it out so it would be easy to remember what went where. Some of the screws I just kind of set in there so I knew where exactly they would go. But for the most part, it's pretty straightforward and self-explanatory. I did take a picture with the phone of the steering wheel completely assembled, just so I could remember if I needed to, like go in there and take a look at what went where. And you'll see I have all the screws like where, so I can remember where they go. It's kind of just easier when you're putting stuff together if you remember that stuff. So these are the factory paddles that come on the 340 M Sport. And it is quite the shame because they're super ugly. Pretty unfortunate that we have to put these back on this beautiful wheel. If only there was another option. Haha, who are you kidding, bro? Not putting those things back on. Got these beautiful gloss carbon paddles from Keys Motorsports. I'll also have these linked down below. Yeah, buddy. You already know this is gonna look fire on this wheel. So huge shout out to those guys for participating in this steering wheel video. Definitely was not about to throw these back on. No way. So this will look a lot better. Before I start reassembling all this stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and wire up the paddles, assemble those with the new brackets, and then we'll start working on the wheel. If you guys are interested in knowing exactly how to do this, I made a whole video on it. I'll link it right here. You guys can watch that. Cool. This is gonna look really good. So now it's really just a matter of addressing this harness piece right here, which is just pretty easy. Just gotta tuck everything in the right places. I'm probably gonna look at my phone and make sure I have it all set up right. But paddles come out here, paddles come out here. You guys could also upgrade this piece in carbon if you want. I see a lot of people doing that. Pretty cool mod. Let me go ahead and throw this back together and we'll put it in the car. Yes, sir. Haha. Dude, this looks so good. Super clean. I am feeling it. Not too bad of an install for all the electronics and stuff. It's pretty easy. Definitely make sure you take a photo of the wheel setup, the previous wheel, so you can just go off that. It's a lot easier that way. But now let's throw it in the car. Yes. All of the yes. All of the yes. I will take it. Looks so much better. All right, so let's plug that battery back in, go for a little drive and make sure everything's good. We have good news. Everything works. That is always a reassuring feeling when you're putting in a new steering wheel. But yeah, this looks really good, man. Super happy with it. Not bad, dude. Not bad at all. For the price, like, you can't really go wrong. It's probably about the same thickness as the stock steering wheel. It just has the carbon and the Alcantara. Looks a little bit nicer, and then obviously the Keys paddles are super clean. But yeah, man, I'm feeling it. I'm definitely feeling it. So that is the new steering wheel install. Hope you guys dig it. If you do dig it, go ahead and purchase it down below. That's gonna wrap up this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. See you in the next one. Peace.